Some people call me high maintenance, but I'm just a woman who takes pride in taking care of herself. I like taking care of my body. I like oiling my skin. I love having pretty hair. I love having pretty outfits. I love the way my body looks. I love washing my 4C hair. I love the privileges I get for having pretty hair. I love being a woman. I'm the type to obsess over my stomach being flat. I count every single calorie that goes into my mouth. My natural hair, it has to be perfect. Some people try and make me feel guilty for loving my hair, but I can't help it. It's long, it's jet black, it's so thick and beautiful, and it's healthy and 4C and all mine. Why wouldn't I love it? It's 4C hair. It's perfect. I have a need to always have the most aesthetically pleasing decor that matches my aura and the state of life that I'm in. Never any clutter, nothing out of place. Like clockwork, baby. Every single morning, I do my yoga and meditation, and I finish it off with a nice green smoothie. I like a routine. Can you tell? I keep my nails with a medium-long French tip manicure, and of course, my toes have to match. I either love something or I don't want it at all. I go from one extreme to the other, and that's how I am with my conditioner, shampoo, and my body care. There's something therapeutic about restocking my groceries and my beauty items on reset day. It's almost like no matter what happened the week before, I always get a fresh start. Another chance to be the best version of myself. I like my meals prepped and my fridge perfectly curated. I love structure, baby. You can tell that by now, right? I get my brows threaded weekly and I keep a fresh wax. I romanticize every single part of my day, all the way down to my oiling routine. I feel sorry for those of you who don't. You should try it, honey. Life is so much more fun this way. When I'm chilling, cooking, reading, or whatever, I'm always in baggy pants and a crop top. I'm a Nigerian woman. I never forget who I am. I still cook and eat foods from my culture and manage to keep a flat stomach. But honey, let me be honest with you. My body is naturally beautiful. I just have to maintain, and that I do. I believe there's a time and place for everything, and I never hold back. When it's time for me to go on a date, attend a gala, or network, I go from chill baddie to classy glam. When it comes to my aesthetic, I always love to maintain a good balance of classy, sexy, and luxurious. Like I said, there's a time and place for everything. On rare occasions, I go full on baddie. Nobody is denying that there's a power in having a nice body, naturally full lips, and other seductive qualities. But it is not one that is to be abused. Yes, being a baddie will get you attention, but that attention will most likely be low vibrational and filled with lust. I don't recommend making this your main aesthetic. I feel as though it is an aesthetic that should be used sparingly, but I also do not judge anyone in the way that they choose to live their life. What I will say is, though, you will get much more respect when you learn the technique of balancing sexiness and classiness into one seamless work of art. Your ability to finesse, network, achieve your own goals, and build your own empire will rise tremendously. So come with me into my world. You know you wanna, and I know you like it. You like the body, the glam, the vibes. Come on. Hair, 4C. Skin, dark. Body, T. Let that sink in. I welcome you to episode 5 of the 4C Diaries. Good morning, Upper East Siders. You ready to get some pretty hair? Well, first I gotta figure out the perfect outfit that I want to wear before I talk to you all. I should have stuck with this one, but I went with this instead. What do we think? And before we get started, let's take a quick look at my 4C hairstyle catalog. Of course, there are more hairstyles than this, but these are my top go-to hairstyles lately. I absolutely love them. I'm going to head out soon. I really want to talk to you all about a couple of things before I head out. So yeah, okay, let's go. My natural hair is one of my most powerful weapons. Having 4C hair is the biggest blessing ever because I'm able to manipulate my hair in so many different styles in order to get whatever it is that I want out of life. So I'm going to give you like a little snippet into my wash day. So in the video in this week, you're going to see me in my reset routine wearing my hair curly. I specifically chose to wear my hair curly this week for a certain reason. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is for you as a 4C girly to have a signature hairstyle that is not only going to make you feel glamorous, but it's also going to help you to retain length and maintain the health of your hair. The way that I'm able to finesse through life is simply because I'm able to just switch up my hairstyle in order to get me whatever it is that I need to get, in order for me to play whatever role I need to play, in order for me to advance in life and achieve my goals and work toward my dreams.
is just absolutely amazing. Knowing how to wear your hair for certain job interviews or certain meetings or certain galas or appointments or whatever. This is about advancing yourself, your life, your career, achieving your goals, and doing what you need to do. For me, this video is just so self-improvement oriented about being the best version of yourself so that you can achieve your dreams and your goals, okay? You don't need to finesse anything from somebody else. You can finesse life itself and you can achieve your goals and you can get what you want, okay?
This is why I love having 4C hair. It's so thick and pretty, baby. Okay, time for a light blow dry and flat iron. I absolutely love this part. Having pretty nails is so important to me. I recently broke a nail and I'm going to the nail salon to get that fixed. And I'm also going to show you all my blow drying and flat ironing process. Okay.
I feel like my heat is like really loud right now. I don't know why. It's been super cold in Maryland lately. And so I had to put like the heat emergency thing on. I don't even know. I already did blow dry my hair, but I'm gonna do it again just like lightly because you know, I want to straighten it now, and so, yeah. Alright, so this is the plan, and you want to tell me how you feel about it. So, once this video goes up, I will have the next one up in 3 to 4 weeks, okay? And then after that one goes up, I will for sure have the next one up after that in 3 weeks. You follow me? Okay. I love reading your comments. I love reading your comments. Some of you are so funny. It just makes me smile. Like, when I comment, like, oh my god, I'm smiling while reading this or whatever, I'm genuinely smiling while reading it because you all make me smile.
Alright, now it's the blow drying. I'm going to go in with some heat protectant. I'm going to rub that through, quick length check, and I'm going to go ahead and blow dry my hair again. Yes, it's already dry, but I blow dried it yesterday, and I just wanted to smooth it out, and look at how thick and beautiful it is. And here's the finished look of my nails. Absolutely love it. And now it's time for us to smoothie and get to our green juice. I love this part of my day, just like taking my smoothie in the morning before I get started for everything. It just gives me like a boost of energy. It's so healthy. It's so good for your hair, so good for your body. I highly recommend it. Oh honey, let's get smooth, baby.
Try and leave your protective styles in for at least a month, okay? I know that might seem a little bit difficult. For me personally, I find that stretched protective styles work the best for me when it comes to length retention. I usually never wear my hair straight, so this is new for me, but I think I really like it. If you're feeling down and you've decided that the solution is to drink or to smoke or to overeat, you're an idiot. I'm sorry, you need to hear this from me. The solution is not drinking, the solution is not smoking, the solution is not overeating and destroying your body. All of these things, they're just going to destroy your body. It's going to numb you for the moment, then destroy your body and slowly worsen your life. What you need to do is you need to get on the treadmill. You need to go to Target or Ulta or wherever.
We'll get back to that in a second, but I just want to show you all what I do after I get waxed. I come back, I shower, and then I moisturize my legs, and then I oil my legs as well. My oil is a mixture of coconut oil with vanilla, and yeah.
Pick up a deep conditioning treatment and put it on your hair and get prettier hair, get healthier hair, get stronger hair. Do something productive. It doesn't have to be any of those things, but I promise you, doing those things is way more productive than smoking, drinking, or overeating, okay? 1 second.
Side note, I absolutely love this look. Now let's get into some meal prepping, honey. First things first, I have to make sure that my containers are all washed and ready to go. I remember the first day that I was called sexy. It was one of the worst days of my life. I was 10 years old and we were all on the school bus riding back from a field trip. And the most popular boy in the school, he happened to be on my bus. And he decided to take it upon himself to go up and down the aisles and rank all of the girls. The rankings were as follows: ugly, adorable, or plain. Amanda Kay was sitting right behind the bus driver. She was first. Ugly. He said it so callously. I watched as her soul shrank. And the realization hit me, this is real. He's really doing this. Oh my god. I didn't think Amanda was ugly. She was adorable. She had these adorable red ringlets. The next 3 girls were called plain. They didn't seem to mind. As long as they weren't labeled ugly, it was a win. Amber S. was next. Adorable. I watched as she beamed in her Abercrombie & Fitch outfit. Hair perfectly in place, ribbon at the top of her hair. Plain, plain, ugly, adorable. Plain, plain, ugly, ugly. I sat there. I watched him as he bestowed judgment on each girl, as if he was some type of god. Why did we let him have so much power anyway? The 4 girls before me got labeled plain. When he got to me, I held my breath. Sexy. That was a new one. He hadn't said that before. My heart sank. I challenged him. I'm adorable, I told him. Why can't I be adorable? I'm adorable. And he just doubled down. He leered at me and he said, no, you're sexy. I was 10 years old. Please tell me what my little brain knew about being sexy. He then proceeded to rank all the girls from who had the smallest breasts to who had the largest breasts. And guess who was awarded what was supposed to be the grand title? Me again. Great. Now all the other girls hated me because they truly thought that I enjoyed the attention. But what they didn't know is that this would trigger years of me wearing baggy sweatpants and sweatshirts to school just to keep people's eyes off of my body. I'm telling you this story because I get so many DMs from other girls and women asking me how to feel confident and comfortable in their own bodies. And I'm telling you, one day you just have to wake up, say what if anything, and live for yourself. It's that easy. So I just want to give you all a couple of tips for what I do to keep my stomach flat. No, I'm not a professional, but I do have a flat stomach. So hopefully these tips can help you. So number one of the things that I do is I always try to make sure that I finish my dinner pretty early in the day. I usually try to have dinner by 5 or 6 o'clock p.m. So one of the things that I love to do is start my breakfast late and finish my dinner early. So I usually have my breakfast between 10 and 11 a.m. And I'll have lunch probably between 1:30 to 3 o'clock depending on the day and like what I have going on. And I always try to have my dinner before 6 o'clock at the latest. I try to keep it between 5 and 6 o'clock. And the reason why I do that is because I find that I don't actually really start to get hungry unless I've started to eat. Does that make sense? So like if I wake up in the morning, I'm not hungry. But once I eat breakfast and I'm satisfied a little bit from the breakfast, then I do get hungry for lunch, and then after I eat lunch, I do start to get hungry for dinner. But when I haven't had anything to eat yet, like when I haven't broken my fast, I'm not hungry at all. So I just try to extend that period of time so that I can just always feel satisfied, if that makes any sense. I don't know, maybe it's something you might want to incorporate because I think that is a really good way to make sure that you always feel full. And it also helps me to stay within my calorie budget. Okay, so when it comes to exercises, there was a point in time where I would do crunches or sit-ups and everything like that. But look, honey, it's not fun. It's tedious, it's boring, and I hate doing it. And it just like, I don't know, it's just really painful. I don't enjoy it. But what I do enjoy is hula hooping and belly dancing. I found that when I hula hoop and belly dance, I can just do that for hours, especially hula hooping. Hula hooping is my favorite. I will literally just put on some Afro beats and I will hula hoop for like 2 hours. Another tip, obviously this is obvious, but if you can avoid alcohol, literally just try to avoid alcohol because it's going to, first of all, it's very, very high in calories. Second of all, it's gonna keep your stomach from being as flat as it possibly can be. Like, is it worth it? I don't think so. Another thing that you can do is eat foods that are very high in fiber because it's gonna make you feel full faster, and that way your stomach is not going to expand and stretch out as much. Obviously, this is not something that you can do all of the time, but if you're aware of it, just try and think about this when you're going to the grocery store, okay? All right, so this one is pretty hard for me to follow, and to be honest with you, I don't follow this one. I'm sure I would have better results if I did, but I'm gonna give you guys the tip anyway. If you can, avoid salty foods because salty foods are gonna make you feel bloated. They are going to make you bloated, and it's going to expand your stomach more. You know, I cannot be perfect in every single area when it comes to this, so I feel like as long as you follow, the majority of the rules or the steps, you're gonna be okay if you like cut corners in a couple of other areas, because I love salty foods. I love a nice salty steak. I don't know. I love a nice salty, well-seasoned steak. It's my weakness. I love French fries. I love potato chips. I love sunflower seeds. I love pumpkin seeds. So you can't be perfect in every single way, but try to do your best. Also, I do believe that incorporating some strength training definitely would help, but I don't have experience with that because I do not do any strength training. I do not do any weightlifting. I am a cardio girl to the core. I love the way my body looks, and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing to keep getting the results that I'm getting. I am 100% satisfied with doing my running, my sprinting, my walking, my hula hooping, and my belly dancing.
That is getting me the results that I want, and I'm just going to stick with that. I firmly believe that if it isn't broken, do not try and fix it, okay? I did trim my hair recently. I cut off about 3 to 4 inches because I decided that I wanted to start my hair journey over. Not like completely over. Obviously, I didn't cut it super short. I just gave myself a pretty big trim. I think that's more than a trim. I think 3 to 4 inches at that point is a cut. But I think that my hair looks very beautiful and very even and very healthy. Okay, so as always, thank you all so much for watching. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be filming again. I have missed you all so much. I'm going to try my hardest to get the next video up in 2 to 3 weeks, okay, you all? 2 to 3 weeks. 3 weeks max, but after that, I want to be like on an every 2-week schedule. I know you guys have been asking me to be more consistent with my uploads, but honestly, well, I've just been living life. I'm really happy right now. Like, everything in my life is going just exactly how I want it to go. Well, I just have worked so hard and sacrificed so much just to get to this point where I literally almost have everything that I want. And I've just been out enjoying and living life and meeting so many new people, and I'm just at a really happy point in my life, and I hope this happiness lasts forever because it's so fulfilling and so exhilarating.
As always, thank you so much for watching, and if you're not already, make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok.